Okay, I am going to make lasagna, and this is our Crockpot Casserole, Tuesdays with Kimmie and Kimmie's Kitchen. So right now I'm just going to cook the hamburger, then I'm going to saute the garlic and onions, and we're going to go from there. Okay, I drained the burger, and now I'm sauteing my onions for 5 minutes, and right now I'm putting the garlic in. This one I've done for about 45 years is out of a Betty Crocker cookbook I have somewhere, but now I just go by memory. Sometimes it doesn't all break up like you want it to, so sometimes you gotta take it out and chop it with a knife. This one's getting older. Now we have to get a new one. It's pretty bent up. Take that big hunk there. I'm gonna cut it. And then after I get everything together, I cook it for an hour on the stove on low and stir in occasionally after I put in the tomatoes and the sauce and everything. And the hamburger back in. And then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes on 350. And you know you gotta cook your noodles and stuff. Okay, now I'm going to add some sauce. I'm just using the Myers brand. Use your favorite, whatever you like. And then I got Italian tomatoes. You can use whatever tomatoes you like. And then we put the hamburger back in. I turn it up. And I turned it down. I finished draining it because I lifted it up. There's the hamburger. They like a lot of meat, so there we go. Now we're going to stir it up. In mine, you can use mozzarella, parmesan, or I use cottage cheese. A lot of people use that ricotta, and I don't care for ricotta, so I've never used it. I've always used cottage cheese, and so has my mom. So we're going to let this go for an hour, stirring occasionally to make sure it's not sticking or anything. And keep chopping it down because some of the meat's pretty thick. And you can add more seasonings if you want, like oregano and parsley. Okay, it's only been boiling about 20 minutes. I have it on low though. And then here is my water for the noodles. Just go by what your package says. Here's mine. That's what I'm going to use. Okay, I'm going to wait for the water to boil. I'm going to put it in. Mine says boil 9 to 10 minutes. Remove from heat, drain. And then I kind of cool them off the water a little bit so I can take them apart and handle them. The noodles are finally boiling. It says 9 to 10 minutes. And that's how the sauce is looking. That's like a homemade sauce. We'll use a homemade sauce. That's how I do mine. Like I said, it's in the Betty Crocker cookbook from like 1978. And I got mine like in 79 or 80. Because I had my first child in 80 and I started making it out of that cookbook. So I come in here and I stir that about every 6 to 10 minutes. Make sure it doesn't stick. And we have 25 minutes left on the sauce. And this has got 8 minutes. Okay, now we gotta start layering it. I have to open my cheese. I have Italian, I have mozzarella, and then I have Parmesan and cottage cheese. There's a Okay. So we're going to put on some meat. I put olive oil on the bottom of my pan. Some people use spray. Use whatever you want. I try to make the bottom layer the thickest. Okay, and then I put on cottage cheese next. And then spread it. Sometimes I dump it right in the pan and mix it all together and then put it in. But I figure I'm doing a video, I'll just show like that. And then put on your other cheese. Because you're going to put on other kinds, you have to put it on as thick. Then you got the Italian blend, and this is thinner. Okay, and then you got your mozzarella. And this is where if you want to add more seasoning, you can always put in some oregano or parsley. These are the big pieces like that. Let me do another layer of the noodles. And once we get it all together, it goes in the oven for 45 minutes on 350. And I'll just do some garlic bread I bought. I think the recipe says something like save a cup for the top. Well, I usually try to make it more even than that. I usually save more for the top. And then more cottage cheese. So far, I've never met anybody that didn't like this. I used to make it for my son's office for his meetings. Okay, and then our last one. Yep, my oven's ready. I don't know if you heard the ding or not, but the buzzer went off. Oops. Trying to get it all on the pan. Now the cheese. This was kind of a long video. I just wanted to see, make sure you've seen exactly how I did it. Okay. We got that piece of cheese. Oops. There goes that. This one. You don't have to use as much cheese as me if you don't like a lot of cheese. I'll make sure it's level. And then this. Okay, we'll see you in 45 minutes. For you guys, it'll be seconds. Okay, it just came out of the oven. And you can see it is still boiling. So now you let it set for at least 15 minutes before you cut it. Smells really good, looks really good. What do you guys think? Yum. There it goes. That's what it looks like. I'll just taste this little piece anyway. I'll let him taste it too, but so you guys can see me taste it. It's cooled about 15 minutes, maybe 20. There we go. Okay, he's tasting it. It's a little hot.
Just like always, honey. Awesome.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he says it's awesome, guys. Okay, everybody have a blessed day. You pray for me, I pray for you, we pray for the world. Bye, guys.